Good evening. Well, welcome to the podcast we call it. Sorry, it's been delayed, but I've had problems with the internet past couple of days. Things haven't been going right. This is a new look. Things that I'm going to try tonight, which I haven't tried before. So, as I've told you before, I'm fairly new to all this. So, just bear with me, and hopefully this will go smoothly. With any luck, maybe it won't. So tonight we are going to talk about Dereck, Chisora, and the fight it took with Tyson. That's not the one I want. To see some things are not going as planned. Bear with me, I've got to go back onto it. This is all new. Bear with me. Okay. Right. So, wow. It's all so confusing, but I'll get there. I will get there. So anyway, first of all, yeah, we'll say here tonight. If the main thing I want to talk was the Tyson Fury allegedly fight with Dereck Chisora. Is it gonna happen? I don't know. Let's just see what Tyson's got to say. Let's just see where the wisdom comes from Tyson. Well, maybe not, maybe it's not. This is not going to plan at all. Not at all. Things you do. Completely lost now. Lost amongst myself. Whoa, I just do not know what's going wrong here now. I have absolutely no idea why it's not playing. I've got to be honest with you.
Tyson, why have you decided to come back to boxing, and why have you chosen Isaac Lowe to be your coach?
Well, Andy, I've decided to come back to boxing because I can be the first heavyweight champion in history to have two trilogies, one with Deontay Wilder and the second one with Dereck Chisora. I always said I'd fight Dereck Chisora at the end of my career, and here we are, breaking all records again, setting precedents. And why I've chosen Isaac Lowe as my trainer is because when I was with Peter, Isaac was there. When I was with Ben, Isaac's always been there. And when I was with Sugar Hill, Isaac's always been there. He's always given me information. He knows me better than anybody on the planet. And we're a great team. We've always been together, and we're going to finish this out together. We've always worked very well together, and here we are, about to take on a massive event. Isaac?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's a new challenge for me, and I think I've been with you all your career, and I think I can put something new together. So looking forward to it, and it's a tough task, but something to look forward to go forward.
Well, there you have it. There's the challenge. You know, I find it very difficult to believe. Hello, Tommy, all right, you just seen that? Just seen you on there. Yeah, I find it very difficult to believe it's going to happen. I really do. So I do apologise about that beginning and all that, but this is all new technology to me. And at my age, technology savvy, I definitely am not. So you just have to bear with me on things. But yeah, going to number one, I just find it incredible that he's even come out of his hands, even thinking about fighting Dereck Chisora. For what reason? For what? He says it's for it to become the first heavyweight trilogy. Really? Is it really that important to him? It's pretty obvious who's going to win it. It's pretty, you don't have to be a brain surgeon to work out, who's going to win it. It's just, I don't know. I just don't know why he's even thinking of doing it. I really don't know. This is Dereck Chisora's reply anyway. This is this is what Dereck seems to think. This is his plan A. This is what he's saying.
King shite, mate. Phone mommy and daddy. Mommy's Frank Warren. Daddy is fucking Bob Aaron. Tell them you want to hang out with me, okay? And send me the paperwork, bitch. Yeah? Tyson, stop talking.
Well, there you go. So there's the reply from Dereck Chisora. Now, do we believe this? This is the thing. Do we actually believe that this fight is going to go on? I really don't think so. I think if anything, Tyson should be concentrating on who's going to come out tops between the Usyk and Joshua fight. I think that's the one he should be concentrating on. Really, I don't get it. Why Isaac Lowe? Why Isaac Lowe? Who is Isaac Lowe? Well, I'd say Isaac Lowe is a 28-year-old boxer. He holds the WBC International Featherweight since 2018. He did actually hold the Commonwealth Featherweight title from 2016. But his last two bouts, he's been beaten. And the last one, he was beaten horrendously by a young up-and-coming guy, Nick Ball. Absolutely passed him. Now, that was on the same bill that Tyson Fury fought Dillian White. So, you know, I don't get it. Why would you come away from Sugar Hill? I don't get it. I just don't get it. Sugar Hill completely turned Tyson Fury around and made him what he is now. I'm at a loss, mate. This is why I'm finding it hard to believe it's even going to happen. I think it's just Tyson Fury being Tyson Fury, throwing stuff out there just to see what happens. Let's just have a look at this, right? These are the trainers that Tyson Fury's had over the years. He started off with Steve Egan. That was his amateur coach from 2002 to 2008. Then there was Huey Fury Sr., Huey Fury, the other brother, his dad. That was 2008 to 2012. Then his uncle took over, Peter Fury, from 2012 to 2016. Then we had the Ben Davison scenario, which I thought he did really well. I had to give lots of Ben Davison. He really did do well, I thought, considering he wasn't really that well known. He did what he did. So Ben Davison's been from 2017 to 2019. And then, of course, had Sugar Hill Steward, 2019 till now, from Kronk. Get that there, Kronk, from the Kronk Gym, Detroit. You know, Sugar Hill needs no introduction. You don't need to be told about him. You know, the man is a legend. I just don't see why Tyson Fury would even entertain fighting anyone without Sugar Hill with him. This is what makes me think that this is just not going to happen. It's just bravado. It's just Tyson being Tyson. Unless the only other thing I can think of is that Tyson is and will fight the winner of Usyk and Joshua and wants a fight in between so that he's not ring rusty. Because obviously by time, I mean, we all know the Usyk Joshua fights in a fortnight, August 20th, Saudi Arabia. Now, is Tyson thinking, well, I'll tell you what, it's going to be at least 6 or 8 months after that because, you know, before anyone's ready to fight. So do I get a fight in just before Christmas, which will keep me ring savvy? Is that his thinking? That I don't understand. Maybe giving Isaac Lowe a chance. Because let's face it, Tyson Fury battered Dereck Chisora. That's how he fought, which was back in the day when Tyson wasn't at his best. A good, fully fit, fully fledged Tyson Fury will absolutely annihilate Dereck Chisora. And I think everyone knows that. But again, is that just a fight that he's using to keep himself busy, to keep his ring craft, to keep the training camps going? Because we all know for the fact, if Joshua, which he booked, beats Usyk, then I think obviously that's what he's going to want. He's going to want to fight that. To unify everything, it's a natural slot, it's a natural progression. I just don't see it being any other way, I really don't. See who's here. Yeah, see you talking to Tyson there, Sam. Good. Hope your mum's alright as well. Your mum's alright, is she? No. Yeah, so there you go, everyone. There you go. I'm not having it serious. Not seriously, but as I say, if he's using it as a fight to keep himself going, then I get it. Then I really do get it. Whether it actually comes off, though, I just don't know. I really don't. It'll be interesting, but I think that's why Isaac Lowe will be there, because Isaac Lowe has been, although he's only a fighter himself, he's been with with Tyson through all the camps, all of them. So he's seen that the way that all the trains will work right the way through, as I say, from Stevie, you go right the way through to Sugar Hill. So he has an idea how they work. So whether he's just going to basically carry on the training procedure that Sugar Hill had with him, I mean, to be fair, maybe just doesn't want to bring Sugar Hill all the way over here for a fight that ain't really worth it, because, as I say, we all know who will win. You know, although I had a perfect definition today for Dereck Chisora, that he could be a banana skin, and that's very true. Dereck Chisora could beat Tyson Fury. I mean, it's a fucking very, very low percentage chance, but he might just do that. Hello, Jane, how are you? Name's Jane. I can't even see my glasses on. Yeah, there's Jane. There's Jane. That's better, baby. Put my eyes on. See. Yes, Jane, good. Yeah, so you know, it's a strange old thing. I really don't know. I really don't know. Okay, so we had a couple of fights the weekend. The one that stuck out to me at the weekend, to be honest with you, was the Michael Collin fight. Michael Collin, you might know, the Irish boxer, but fights at featherweight, so bantam. Now, Michael Collin came through the ranks and done really well, absolutely well. He had a fight in March. Let's look at Saturday night. So Saturday night, he fought Miguel Moraga, fought him actually in Belfast, the home of Michael Collin. Now, it was an easy win. Over 10 rounds, Michael Collin absolutely walked the whole lot. He knocked him, he put Moraga down in the 7th, 8th, and 9th round. The judges' scorecards were absolutely unanimous. It was 99-88, 99-88, 99-89. So there was absolutely no question that he'd done it. But you see, the thing is, everyone's a bit concerned because 5 months ago in March, Michael Collin fought Lee Wood, and it was a hard-fought fight. Let me tell you, it really was. In the end, Lee Wood actually knocked Michael Collin spark out cold. Michael Collin went through the ropes and landed on his head on the ringside, on the floor outside. He was hospitalised, was unconscious. There was absolute worry about whether he was permanently damaged. Good enough, he pulled through. The next morning, actually, him and Lee Wood did an interview and he was okay. I think it was his ego more than anything, because he boasted he was going to do this, that, and it didn't happen. And as I say, he was winning on the scorecards. He was winning. But as I say, this Lee Wood just wants that bit more and absolutely annihilates him. And yeah, it was a very, 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 very hard-fought fight. But it's good to see him back anyway. And he did convincingly win. So let's hopefully he's up and onwards now, stays in his weight category, and goes on to better things. He deserves it. If he's a very good fighter, he's very technical, he can bang, he's everything. Michael Collin, keep an eye out for him, people. Those that know about boxing will know about him. Those that are dipping it out, keep an eye out for him. Let's see who's on. Anyone else on? No. No. So there you go for tonight. Anyway, I'm sorry about the beginning of it where it all went wrong, but as I say, this is all new to me. This all technical stuff. Because when I used to YouTube, let's say I just come on and talk for maybe an hour about various things that was going on in the world. But this is slightly different. So I'm having to put things in and create them and that. I'm getting there. It will take time. Just bear with me. I enjoy doing it. I hope you enjoy watching the end results. If not, just have a bit of a laugh about it. Just have a laugh about me getting everything wrong. But I will get there in the end. It's one of them. You just got to keep going on. So the next video I do, I will be discussing the latest, which is going to be a massive domestic fight in the UK. It's a fight of legacy. it's a fight that it has got everyone, and I mean everyone's talking about right across the board, whether you're a new fan to boxing, whether a young fan, an old fan. This is legacy. This is the fight that everyone will tune into. If you've ever watched boxing in your life, if you've ever been interested in boxing, the fight that I'm about to announce now is the one that you will all want to see. It's Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn. And as you know, Chris Eubank, his dad, and Nigel Benn, Conor Benn's dad, were absolute sworn enemies. And the fights that they had in the 90s were incredible. Not going to talk about them now because I'm going to do a complete video on it. But all I can say, it has been definitely confirmed October the 8th at the O2 Arena in London. Conor Benn versus Chris Eubank Jr. It'll be at a catchweight, undecided at the moment, but it'll be a catchweight. And I should imagine, if anything, Ben will drop down maybe 3 or 4 pounds. I think that's it. He can manage that. He'll manage that. It's going to be interesting to see where this goes. There's going to be a lot of spite, a lot of intenseness there. As I say, the two dads fought 2 unbelievable fights in the 90s. You know, the Dark Destroyer, Nigel Benn. Conor Benn took his title. He's just the Destroyer. Honestly, I can't wait for this. The problem I've got is I like both these fighters and I can't decide which one. I think on paper, Chris Eubank Jr. will probably just edge it because he's still a physically bigger man and can bang. But as we all know, so can Conor Benn. But he's going to have to go up in weight. Will going up in weight slow him. Will coming down away for Eubank take away his power. It's going to be one hell of a fight. I'll be honest, I am fucking absolutely buzzing for it. The hype that's going to go before it will be amazing because we all know that both dads will be at each other's throats over the fights in the 90s. It was never really put to bed. So, yeah, it's going to be amazing. Absolutely amazing. Sheepdog, good evening, sir. How are you? How are you, sir? Welcome to the New Look channel, my friend. This is all about combat sport. I am learning as I go along to put things in and take things out. It was a bit of a disaster at the beginning, but hey-ho, we all learn. I got there in the end anyway. Yeah, so that's it, I'm afraid, folks. I'm going to come in a bit late there, my mate. I think one thing that I will look at just before we go for any you fight fans out there is the upcoming fights that we've got coming, which I will repeat these every video that we do because obviously, you know, these are things that need to be done and I think you need to sit and know about them all. Good to see you back, Sheepdog. Good to see you, mate. It really is. I've lost everyone else. There's only Tammy who comes in now, but I understand that everyone who used to watch the channels obviously we're not into combat sports. I totally understand that. So unfortunately, we've lost everyone but Tammy and her mum. But Tammy and her mum are still there, still the old faithful brigade. So yeah. So anyway, let me just run through the incoming fights that are coming up. We've got the big one in 2 weeks, which is Usyk and Joshua. On the same card, on the undercard, will be a good fight. We've got Cam Smith versus Matthew. Oh God, how do you say it? Bauderlich, which is light heavyweight. That's August 20th. It's in Saudi Arabia. It's on Sky Sports. Then on August 27th, we've got KSI versus Swarms, which is a 180-pound catchweight at the O2 Arena. Which, to be honest with you, is one of them stupid YouTuber fights, but everyone seems to like them. They're popular. They're selling tickets. Hey ho! If you're paying your £7 a month for the zone, you may as well watch it. Let's see. After that, we've got September the 3rd. We've got Liam Smith versus Hassan Makwengo, which is the super welterweight, and that's actually Liverpool, my hometown. That's Sky Sports. Let's see. After that, we've got, which I'm looking forward to. It's going to be an interesting fight. It's Andy Ruiz Jr. versus Luis Ortiz, which is a heavyweight. That's at the Crypto Arena in Los Angeles. That's not been confirmed what it'll be on. I should imagine it will probably be on ESPN, is it ESPN? Which will probably be BT Sports. That's September the 4th. On to September the 10th, which is going to be an absolute all-out bruising fight. This is a women's card. It's Clarissa Shields from America, the mouthy bastard, who's fighting Savannah Marshall, who's from up Eastway, northeast. I'm not sure if she's Sunderland or Newcastle, so I'm not going to say because I know they hate each other, so I'm not going to get it mixed up. That's at O2 Arena. Again, that's on the Sky Sports, September the 10th. Then we've got the biggest one, I think, for the end of the year, which is Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G, Gennady Golovkin. Yeah, you know what I mean. Gennady Golovkin. That's a super middleweight. That's the T-Mobile in Vegas. That's September 17th. Again, that's on the zone. After that, we've got a domestic one, which again will be interesting. This one will possibly result in a mandatory to fight the winner of Joshua and Usyk if Fury doesn't. So this one we're looking at is November the 5th, Bonnie night, which will go for a bang. That's Joe Joyce, big Joe Joyce, the Juggernaut, is fighting Joseph Parker in New Zealand, which will be an interesting fight. I'll be honest with you, I think Joseph Parker will punch his fucking head in. I just think Joe Joyce is too slow. I really do. I watched the press conference the other day. Joe Joyce is a very, very slow guy. I'm talking very slow in everything he does. He seems to have trouble staying a sentence together. His trash talk was horrendous. It was embarrassing, to be honest with you. It was like a child doing it. It really was bad. So anyway, that's November the 5th, Bonnie night. That's at the Manchester Arena, and that's BT Sports. And then the last one of the year, really, apart from the October the 8th, which is at Eubank Jr. And Ben, we've got Ricky Hatton versus. This will be interesting. This is billed as an exhibition fight. My fucking bollocks. It's Ricky Hatton versus Marco Antonio Pereira at the Manchester Arena, November the 12th. This is the fight that never happened when Hatton was at his height. Now, again, if you follow boxing and you've been watching the YouTube channels, you'll see Ricky Hatton is looking absolutely fantastic. He's dropped all the weight off. The years have dropped off him. It will be interesting. I don't know how serious Pereira's taking it, but you can tell that Ricky Hatton is. As I said, this is the fight that everyone wanted to see when Hatton was in his heyday, but it didn't happen. I think it's because Hatton then went on to fight Floyd Mayweather, and I think that fucked everything up. But again, that's got to be good. As I say, billed as an exhibition fight. Not having it. That's on Sky Sports, November the 12th, a week after Bonnie night at the Manchester Arena. So we have got quite a few good fights coming up. And as I say, the winner of Usyk and Joshua, which I think is Usyk without a doubt, this is where it'll all go from then, because I do think that mandatory, it could go down to the winner of Joe Joyce and Joseph Parker. But we all know that Tyson Fury is going to be on the outskirts and he's going to want to slice the cake. He's going to want to unify everything. And I think that's the way it's going to go. Right, what am I going to ban you for, mate? It looks like a no, mate, it's a Kronk. It's an original. There we go. It's an original Kronk t-shirt. This now, again, if you know about boxing, you'll know about Kronk. It's one of the best gyms in the world from Detroit. Most of the top stars over the years have come out of there. It was imported from the States. So, I never looked at it like that, to be honest with you, Sheepdog. Looks like a bra, to be fair. Fuck off. I like it. As I say, if you know about boxing, you're into boxing, you'll know what Kronk's about. I'd say it's possibly one of the best gyms ever, to be fair. Apart from Mick's gym from Rocky Balboa, you know, Mick's gym is just the best, wasn't it? I mean, Rocky come out of there, for fuck's sake, let's say. Yeah. No, you know me, Sheepdog, mate. I can take a fucking joke, lad. I can take a joke like anybody, mate. So, as I say, none of you even noticed my weight drop. The last time you all seen me when I was doing the Patriot stuff, I was 22 stone. I am now just bobbing on just under 18. I've actually dropped 4 stone since you all last seen me, which has been a hard graft. Very difficult because my knees are shot and I can't even walk properly, never mind train. But I do my best to try and keep the cardio as best I can. It's a little bit of bag work, but not much. Most of it's like I do like a little on the floor circuit work, but it's worked. It's come on slowly. I'm still got another stone to go. I won't be able to get down to 17, but at least I can walk again now. At 22, I couldn't walk. My knees are completely shot. I was knackered. So this for me. is one step away. So anyway, that's it then. Yeah, cheers, my mate. Cheers. Listen, the Instagram group, not the Instagram, I think the Telegram group is still going on the original one. If you want to catch up, I really do get in touch with Itch and a few of the others, let them know what's going on. But I say, unless you're a boxing fan or a fight fan, I totally understand no one coming on with my old crew. I still love Easter, baby. You know, can't make people come on, can I? And if I'm going to sit here and talk about stuff that they don't know or don't like, then, you know, that's that. So yeah, next couple of days we'll be doing another one. We say the next video will be the Ben Eubank. Then we'll look more deeply into the oncoming fights, and then we'll be looking at the upcoming MMA. I'm going to do a couple of videos explaining how the sumo works, because I'm very much into sumo wrestling now. That's a brilliant sport. It's well worth watching. You know, everyone thinks it's just two fat guys who just run at each other and hit each other and knock each other over. It's not. It's very, very technical. There's a lot of honor involved, a lot of things that they have to do and they can't do. And really, really, when you look at guys, some of these guys are 30 stone and their agility is phenomenal. You know, people don't realize just how agile some of these big guys are. Some of them literally are bent over backwards, being pushed out of the dojo or floor, and they actually can go all the way back and spin and come in. Honestly, sumo wrestling is not what you think. It's very interesting. It's very technical. It took me 2 years to understand all the rules, but it is good. I'll be looking at slap fighting, which again is massive in the States. That's two guys face each other across a 45-gallon drum tin and just slap each other at the side of the face. And believe you me, oh dear me, dear me, some of the things I've seen, eardrums, busts, oh, you name it. Oh, fucking hell. Complete knockouts from being slapped. But again, I'm just going to be looking at all different things, explain how they work, why they work, what it's all about. I just want to cover a lot of different things as well as the mainstream. So there you have it. So for me, I'm going to call it a night, because it's not like the old days where it's down forever. Do what I'm going to do to get off. So for everyone's coming in, thank you very much. Yeah, there you go. Tash going to change the Telegram. We'll keep in touch in there, and we'll try and get everyone back. And I will go back. If we get enough of the old people back and we want it, I'll go back to doing quiz nights as well. Do quiz nights at least once a month, at least. Totally away from combat sport, but I'll use this challenge to do it. So there you go. So for me, that's it. I'm going to cut myself off and disappear. I'll catch you all later. Be good, be careful. And just remember to keep hydrated over the next couple of days, because it looks like we're going on with a heat wave. So just remember to keep yourselves hydrated. As well as that, if you've got kids or younger ones who are going to go out swimming anywhere to quarries and that, just remind them. It doesn't matter how fucking hot it can be, 100 degrees out there. But when you dive into cold water, a quarry or anywhere where it's really deep, yes, the first 2 inches of the water will be heated up. After that, it's absolutely freezing, because we're in England. It doesn't have enough chance to heat up the water. We're not in tropics. So what happens is you get kids who are sweating, dehydrating, they go flying, jumping off big rocks and cliffs into freezing cold water. And of course, what happens is they go 8-10 foot down and the body goes into shock. They cramp, and this is where people are dying. So just if you have got youngsters out there, whether they be your children, whether they be your grandchildren, whether they be your nephews, whatever, if they say they're going to be going out anywhere in the hot weather, make sure they keep drinks, keep hydrated, and just make sure if they are going to go swimming anywhere, if it is the likes of a quarry, lake, anywhere, just wear them up a little bit. I'd hate to think that some of you are going to lose someone that you know just through the fact that you didn't know that. So, words of wisdom from the big fella. I'll catch you all again very, very soon. Be safe. Sammy and your mum, good night. Sheepdog, good night. Thanks, everyone. Anyone who watches this later, thank you. And I do apologise for the fuck at the beginning, but I'll get there. Cheers.